Are you sure?
Hi, Chris Frank here, host of your television show, filming Chris's excellent adventures, camping adventures that is.
This was the first trip after my surgery, hiking 50 kilometers with a colostomy bag. It was a hard hike as we had to keep finding the markers for the trail. This was Chris's and I's first winter camping trip, and my first since I was in Scouts as a kid. As you can see, it was a beautiful day. I can't remember, it was above zero, but for hiking, snowshoeing, it was awesome. A month later, Chris and I were canoe camping up on Eels Creek off of Highway 28 up from Woodview. Now, Chris and I camped right by these falls. Chris was a little concerned because there was a sign saying private property, and when we looked on our Ontario maps, it was Crown land. Just up a little bit further was somebody's property. Now this is in Algonquin Park. I'm not a big fan of Algonquin Park. It is beautiful, but I find the terrain very flat, except for Barron Canyon, where Chris and I went canoeing in October. Now Chris's family have a company called Denninger's Meat, and he's always bringing specialties like smoked duck breast and different salamis and stuff. And then he brings vegetarian stuff for me to try out. Though there was nobody else on the river in October, we took a lot of little side rivers and check out the areas. Also, we found that the area was very well picked of firewood. In our opinion, Barron Canyon is the most scenic area in Algonquin Park. Both Chris and I agree on that one. As you can see, this is the end of April on Plastic Lake. We had to drop a tree in order to be able to get the canoes out. Before I got Yoshi, Chris would bring his two dogs, Definitely and Maybe. Now you may be wondering about the names. Well, maybe because they weren't sure whether they were going to keep it. They were just fostering the dog. Definitely, they were definitely keeping it. This is Fish Hog Lake. Chris and I chose this lake to take Yoshi on his first camping trip, as it would be a good place to make sure he was safe. As you can see, maybe jumping off the dock, this is where Yoshi fell off and decided he doesn't like swimming anymore.
Such a good swimmer. Good girl.
Here Yoshi is only 10 weeks old. He's some cute though. He liked hiding underneath my chair, I guess in the shade as well. Now Fish Hog is a beautiful lake, but I have found over the last couple of years that it just has gotten too populated. Too many people showing up, so I doubt that I'll be coming back to this lake.
Going far.
Had left a bobber with a fish hook on it, didn't want the herring to grab it.
Is that the bobber there?
Now this was one big beaver dam, and I gotta tell you, I love nature's bridges. Now this was a big 2-day hike that we took. It was Yoshi's first big hike to Rainy Lake. I gotta tell you, we were sadly disappointed when we got there and found out that there was ATV access to the lake. The filthy pigs left so much garbage, but they did leave a case of beer and a case of water. Now this is Three Island Lake up in the Leslie Frost Center. Nice spot, but the bugs were bad. This is a lake we call Pole Lake. Chris and I were camping. Chris became really sick, so I went out hiking by myself. What a wonderful weekend this was. Chris and I got out hiking in the QEW, Queen Elizabeth Wildlands Area 2. It was absolutely beautiful.
Well, this looks like this is going to be home for the night. We're going to set up a tent up there. Hey, definitely. That's going to be home.
So, we got another beer here. Rush. I bought it because it's a golden ale, but I like the band Rush. Good Canadian band, one of the best Canadian bands. It is made in Toronto by Henderson Brewing Company. It is 5.5% alcohol. So, it is a golden ale. Let's see what it tastes like. Typical golden ale, a little bit of a bite, just like our band Rush has. Rush. The beer, the band, the music gets a thumbs up. Now this is the Black River. Chris and I found this canoe. We grabbed it on the way back and hauled it up by Skidoo to Long Lake. Christopher paddling backwards down river. He's doing an awesome job at it. And Yoshi down there relaxing. And boop, here we go under another fallen tree on our way back from our very enjoyable weekend as I lay back here.
right, Billy, pull us through. Yeah, I'll help you out on the right. Yoshi, lie down. Yoshi, lie down. Lie down, Yosh.
Yosh, lie down.
Down.
Now, normally Yoshi will be laying down in the canoe, but we've been letting him in and out to run along the shoreline. So that's what he wanted to do.
Knock some more brush off.
Now, this is just a little side creek, river, whatever you want to call it, off the Black. It joins up, so we took it instead of taking the Black up through the rapids.
Keep a saw on the end of your... Oh, extra height. Not much. Hold on, Yosh. Go on, underneath. Yeah? All right. Hopefully.
If you enjoyed this video of part 1 of Chris and I camping, please like it, subscribe, share, and leave any comments you can. Would be greatly appreciated. Watch out for part 2 of Chris and I's camping adventures. Cheers, people.